When it comes to successful farm succession, there are lots and lots of so-called keys. Virtually all of them, of course, claim to be the most important one. Some folks say it's about getting good advice, or maybe about taking advantage of planning strategies, while other people reckon it's figuring out what the successful folks are doing, while some consider, slipping through those clever business management succession loopholes that they read about. While some so-called experts say it's having a conflict-free environment, as if that was possible, and developing better relationships around the farm. Well, they would be wrong. Just like experts whose insights come from books and the writings of other experts usually are. The truth is that there is really only one key to succession planning, and I'm pretty sure it's not the one you were thinking about. In 2007, when we were in the research phase for creating the farm succession system, I reviewed the case notes of farm family clients who are the most successful at making their transition from one generation to the next over the last 2 decades or so, looking for some common threads. What I found was that those situations that had worked out for the best each contained the same 3 elements. Without exception, there was a willingness to talk to one another seriously and honestly about what was important to them. In every single case, each family member was committed to cooperating, perhaps negotiating is a better term, with one another, so the family's goals could be achieved. And without exception, they either had, or looked for until they found, excellent advisors who were willing to think outside the box. So what was the key that caused the 3 elements to be present? It was a commitment to an environment of shared goals for the future. Or to put it another way, successful planning for the future requires an atmosphere of enlightened self-interest. Because when people focus on what's important to their long-term success, they'll stop whining that their dad won't let go or won't give them control. They'll stop complaining of how the kids, whether they're 15 or 55, just won't listen. They'll stop worrying about how the off-farm heirs want too much for their share, and on and on. So what will they do? They will start a dialogue that leads to decisions that their advisors can convert into strategies that will result in their goals being realized. I mean, it is no more complicated than that. To that end, I created a step-by-step process to help you move seamlessly from your first serious meeting as a family to your final appointment with your professional advisors and beyond.